Trump's political poison, it's no secret that Elon Musk is a polarizing addition to Washington between his mass firings and his monopoly of influence. But there may now be proof that his presence is an electoral drag after a very expensive defeat in Wisconsin, where Musk spent time and millions of dollars trying to add conservative power to the state Supreme Court. And tonight, both he and the White House are now denying rumors and reports that his exit is imminent. Well, they are denying that it's because Trump is upset, but in a way, his exit is imminent. He's a special 130 days. Yeah, he's a special government employee, so he's got 130 days. May 30th would be his last day. But he also is the most unpopular thing that the administration is doing. He's the most unpopular person in the administration. It is, in a way, a drag because he made the Wisconsin race all about him, and he moved that entire state to the left.
Well, Democrats, to their effectiveness, made it about him more so than Donald Trump and Republicans. But I would say, to Musk's credit, the Republican there was having a hard time raising money. As a result, we actually saw an increased turnout for Republicans. Granted, Democrats had higher turnout for obvious reasons that we've been debating in the previous segment. So you did see some positivity from the Republicans' perspective as a result of Elon Musk's investment. I think it perhaps would have been better if he had invested a lot more and not actually going there in person. But Democrats also have their share of billionaires who invest in races as well. This thing has been continuous with politics for a long time now. He's going to go back and run his companies, but my hope is that he will continue to support Republicans electorally because we'll need him.
I don't get that.
To run his companies.
I think the difference between there were billionaires who gave money in this Wisconsin race, right, on the Democratic side, but they didn't show up, make fools of themselves with foam, blocks of cheese on their head, and trying to pretend like they know anything about Wisconsin. I don't get this relationship between Donald Trump and Elon Musk. I just think they can't quit each other. You remember earlier, maybe it was December or January, when Elon Musk tweeted before Trump against the speaker's plan, and there was also all these rumors then that Elon Musk had fallen out of favor with Trump, and you saw then Trump calling him back. You see Elon Musk get away with doing things that I don't think anybody else would.
That's what CNN's reporting says.
His kid is spreading burgers on the Resolute desk in the Oval Office.
CNN reporting says the president has no intention of distancing himself from Musk. That's according to a top Republican official who visited the West Wing on Wednesday. Their relationship is forever solidified by how he helped deliver the White House. It's not that hard because he just spent almost $300 million to help Republicans.
Yeah, and he also, and so yesterday, not only did he spend money in Wisconsin, he also spent money in Florida, and I expect him to spend a substantial amount of money in the midterms, and probably even this year in New Jersey and Virginia. This is what I think. You mentioned distractions. This is what I think Donald Trump is actually really, really good at. Is his timing is sometimes impeccable with releasing people. And when that 130 days go, and Elon Musk becomes even more unpopular as the day goes on, and Donald Trump's approval rating begins to decrease, that exit we know is happening. He will spin that it's his decision for him to leave. He will spin that give me another 6 months because Elon Musk is gone and I'm going to fix the mess that Elon Musk made. He will blame Elon Musk. And they probably have already coordinated this, but I am not going to be distracted. The reason why they made the Wisconsin race about Elon Musk is because Elon Musk is implementing Donald Trump's policies. And he is less popular now than Donald Trump, but they should not be, and I'm not going to allow them to disconnect themselves even when 130 days go because he has to own chainsaws on stages.
Let me let John in because we don't have much here, but Elon's company's 13% drop in demand for his vehicles globally. They are struggling. He's actually acknowledged that. And his standing among just everyday people, I think, has totally turned upside down just in the last few months. I mean, he used to be sort of like Elon Musk, like the genius, the Tesla guy. And I think now he's become something totally different to the average American.
Well, yeah, he's a genius who has a blind spot called people. I mean, he lacks an empathy button. And this is not a country, she's an idea. And you got to be careful about how you treat her. Being in a relationship, and you would know this, there's a difference between being married and being right. Wait, oh, you in my living room this morning? So you can be right, but you won't be married for very long. And so, so if he happens to be right on a couple items, he's going about it, one could argue, with blunt force objects. It's the wrong way to treat Americans who feel things, who care about things. It's a wrong way to go into it. Is there inefficiency of the government? Of course there is. Is there bloating? Of course there is. But you go in there surgically. You go in there with compassion. You understand people are giving their lives to public service. They mean well. And you find the weak parts and you carve them out. You don't go with a blunt force object, and you don't show up on a stage with a chainsaw. So I think that if you were trying, to your point now, if you're trying to understand, though, how far you could push certain items, then Elon Musk makes perfect sense for the president.
But he's also exposed himself, Abby. In other words, he was just this mysterious guy, Elon Musk, Tesla, this, that. All of a sudden, he was on TV every day. He's in the White House. He's exactly.
Yeah.
He's
Well, his time is coming to an end, and I think once he goes away a little bit, his favorability will once again rise. Elon Musk has given a lot to this country that we can't deny.
When are the 130 days over? Not that I'm counting.
In May 30th, John Hope Bryant, some relationship advice for all of us, fellas. Take notes. Thank you very much for joining us. Everyone else, hold on. Coming up next, new revelation